That's too loud, Daddy.
I know. Hold on 1 second,
Be quiet.
Controversies often plague the lives of celebrities, and it seems that only a handful are able to evade them. However, for the majority that do experience them, the manner of approach to these issues seems to be very paramount. In the case of the Currys, young Riley stunned the whole world when she boldly stood in defense of her family at a very tender age. Her message was eye-opening, exposing some of the life-shaping challenges that these celebrities and their families face behind the scenes. Join us as we explore this breathtaking moment in detail. Stephen Curry, or Stephen Curry as he likes to be known, is one of the greatest and strongest basketball players of all time. Stephen was born on the 14th of March 1988 in Akron, Ohio, to professional NBA player Del Curry and Sonia Curry. Stephen learned a valuable lesson in basketball, always sitting on the bench for his father's games. Although Stephen was trained from an early age, he was not recruited by college basketball programs since he was thin, and there was uncertainty regarding whether he was big enough to play at the top level. But he managed to silence all his skeptics when he guided Davidson College to the Elite Eight of the 2008 NCAA tournament and left the world of basketball in awe with his remarkable shooting and leadership skills. Stephen was selected by the Golden State Warriors in 2009 as their 7th overall pick. He transformed the game of basketball with his three-point shooting, ball handling, and court vision records throughout the years. He is commonly regarded as being amongst the greatest all-time shooters in the history of the NBA and has been vital in leading the Warriors to a series of NBA championships, which include the 2015, 2017, 2018, and 2022 championships. Even outside basketball, he continues to spread his influence. Stephen has assisted in opening doors for future generations of players to embrace finesse and skill over strength. Off the court, he is also widely known for his philanthropic efforts, including the Eat, Learn, Play foundation that fights hunger among children, enhances learning, and creates more opportunities for physical activity among children in underserved communities. Riley Elizabeth Curry is Stephen's oldest daughter and a fan favorite in her own right. Born on the 19th of July in 2012, Riley came to fame in 2015 during the NBA playoffs as she went to her dad's post-game press conferences regularly. Her loud and boisterous personality took people and the media by storm, and they turned her into an internet phenomenon. This came with some criticism, though, as some questioned the impact of exposing a child to the public at such a young age. Riley's mother is Ayesha Alexander, who is a television show personality, businesswoman, and cookbook writer. Ayesha Alexander was born on the 23rd of March 1989 in Charlotte, Toronto. Stephen and Ayesha dated as teenagers and went to church in North Carolina when they were teenagers. They also became good friends later and started dating in 2008. They got married on July 30th, 2011, and had a massive wedding ceremony in Charlotte. Their coordination and love for the family made them very attached to each other. Ayesha has reached a very good position in life because of her profession and is well known as a kitchen expert. She has written several cookbooks, most recently The Seasoned Life, and appeared on cooking TV shows, including Ayesha's Home Kitchen. Outside the kitchen, Ayesha started Sweet July, a lifestyle business that has a magazine, product line, and Oakland, California-based storefront. Ayesha has been a clear voice for good living and makes good use of her time in the spotlight to give speeches and write about wellness and well-being. Stephen and Ayesha's family continues to grow, and they now have 3 kids, including Riley Ryan Carson and Cannon W. Jack. Ryan, who was born on July 10, 2015, has also taken a cue from her older sister and makes an appearance every once in a while, usually to be at her dad's games. Cannon, the youngest of the 3, born on the 2nd of July 2018, has already taken a top spot in his fans' hearts with his adorable social media and family outing moments. The Curry family is a close-knit family and attempts to be as normal as they could be during this time in the limelight. The influence that Stephen has had on the game of basketball can never be exaggerated, as he has written a book on how to play the game in a new and different way, and motivated hundreds of thousands of young players to live their dreams. His philanthropic work, particularly that done through the Eat, Learn, Play Foundation, has had a lasting positive influence on the lives of countless youths. Ayesha, on the other hand, has built a successful career in food and lifestyle entrepreneurship that has allowed women to follow their passion and love themselves. Both of them use their voices to speak for social justice, education, and community empowerment. Their own lives, having been high school sweethearts and one of the most recognized families in the world, are a testament to their work ethic, determination, and total support of one another. They have managed to balance their stressful careers and parenting and give their children simple and loving childhoods. The story of the Currys is one of love, perseverance, and victory, and they are inspiring many human beings across the globe with their victory and with their not letting fame get the better of them in the negative sense. Stephen and Ayesha Curry have also been so great in exposing their children to the public, defying the standard celebrity practice of having the kids totally off limits to the public eye. What they have really done is to provide a middle ground where their kids are incorporated into their public lives in an organic and natural way. This has not only gained the Curry family the affection of individuals across the globe, but also opened up honest and reflective discussion on parenting in the limelight and unapologetic love for children. They have never shied away from including their children in both their public and their private worlds, whether it is about taking them to basketball games, to Ayesha's cooking school classes, or into the world of social media. By doing so, they've built Riley, Ryan, and Cannon a world in which they no longer fear being themselves, even when the camera is focused on them. The Currys have managed to get a decent balance between having their lives open while attempting to keep their children private and healthy. The very best evidence of such openness is Riley Curry's frequent trips to Stephen's post-game press conferences during the 2015 NBA playoffs. Riley was a 2-year-old star in the making, stealing the scene as she stole the hearts of interviewers and audience alike with her attitude. She spun around in her father's arms, made goofy faces and poses for the cameras, and drew attention with her non-stop chattering. These were unguarded reactions to the infectious awe and wonder of a 2-year-old, not scripted or rehearsed ones. Rather than censoring her or cutting her off, Stephen and Ayesha allowed Riley to be herself, even if that sometimes meant being interrupted. This attracted many parents and fans who were inspired by the realism and the likability of the Curry family. Riley's occasional outbursts during interviews became iconic moments in sports media. For instance, during one press conference, she famously declared, "I'm hungry," while her father was answering questions. On another occasion, she playfully grabbed the microphone and began singing, much to the delight of everyone in the room. These were moments humanizing Stephen, who is already a superstar. It reminds the world that the NBA champion has to balance the demands of parenthood with his career. Fans enjoy the modest and humble way in which Stephen was enjoying these moments, clowning around with Riley and making beautiful memories together. Besides the press conferences, the Curry kids have always been at Stephen's games, sitting at the courtside with their mom or other family members. Riley, Ryan, and Cannon are a familiar presence in Warriors fan seats, all holding their breath in anticipation of their reaction to whatever is going on in the game. Dancing to tunes in the stadium or cheering to the excitement of being in that spot to stand and scream along with the crowd, the Curry kids have added another dimension of fun and openness to the game experience. They've also put family at the top of Stephen's priority, as he often discusses how his children inspire him to be his best self on and off the court. Ayesha's television programs, such as Ayesha's Home Kitchen, have also provided the Curry children with a chance to shine. The show often features Riley, Ryan, and Cannon helping their mom in the kitchen as they cook together, taste their creations, or serve their own brand of goofy commentaries. The interludes provide a glimpse into their lives, and their mother always brings them out to have fun. Fans have loved the way Ayesha has been juggling home and work so seamlessly, with an arrangement where she could unwind and get her children settled and engaged in the action. These are also some of the events that have added to the idea that the Curry family is not a one-sport family. They are a proud and supportive family of one another's triumphs. Curry's parenting is a tutorial on how people should conduct themselves with grace in the media. Ayesha and Stephen have earned the reputation of being liked by most people for making their kids' involvement a part of their public lives, without compromising anything on their private lives and their personal space. The Currys led by example in raising independent and articulate children amidst celebrity mania. In the process, they have abandoned the stereotypical celebrity parent templates that had been built around discretion and cover-ups. Despite the beautiful moments that the public has witnessed from the family, there have been varying opinions on the parenting style adopted by the Currys. The Currys have been criticized by others for not keeping their children completely hidden from the world. However, Stephen and Ayesha never had the perception that engaging their children in their public life is unethical and negative. They have always been careful in setting boundaries so that the privacy of their children is not violated and they don't get overexposed. For example, while the Curry children enjoy sitting out during games or being posted on social media, Stephen and Ayesha still value their alone time and also mind the comfort level of the children while in public. Overall, the Curry family parenting has revolutionized the way celebrities are perceived when handling children. By keeping it real and allowing Riley, Ryan, and Cannon to be themselves and exist in their public life, Stephen and Ayesha have proven that celebrity life and authenticity are not two different things. That they've had the courage to lay bare the journey and struggles of parenthood has endeared them to parents worldwide. The Currys' appeal to the masses is not solely because their father is incredible on and off the court. It's because of the love, happiness, and sincerity that they have for each other in all that they do. In this day and age where perfection and secrecy are so valued, the Curry family is just a breath of fresh air in the midst of the glory of being genuine. However, they have had their own rough movements with the media, and Riley's reaction would shock you. Ayesha Curry was in the news for controversy in 2017, after appearing as a guest on the daytime talk show The Real. Playfully, she made a gesture of pulling her ring in the presence of a shirtless waiter on the show. Although the gesture was done in a playful manner, it started a firestorm of public and media backlash against her, some of which characterized her as disrespecting her marriage to Stephen Curry. The controversy opened up space for a wider discussion about celebrity marriages, scrutiny of public lives, and unrealistic expectations put upon women, particularly those living in the public eye. Ayesha also explained her actions to show that she was simply being sarcastic and that it was not an expression of her personal view towards her marriage. She went on to state her passionate love and affection for Stephen, whom she loved in her younger years. However, the assault did not subside, with critics interpreting her statements as they doubted the robustness of their union. The ordeal did a lot to reveal the hazards of living in public view, where careless gestures can be twisted and enlarged into pure scandal. It did a lot bringing to notice also the eggshells that celebrities usually have to work on, hiding their real personalities from the public. Even in the face of the media's noise, the Curry family weathered the storm in class and poise. Stephen took a step to defend Ayesha, going public about her and establishing the strength of their union. In his interviews and on Twitter, he went out of his way to lay down that he too had realized that the remark was being made so in a light-hearted way, and that there was such respect and trust in their marriage that this supposedly improper gesture had not rocked the boat. Ayesha herself remained quiet and reflective and seized her moment to elaborate further on the cost of living life in the spotlight. She admitted that the backlash had been harsh but thankful to have had the support of family, friends, and relatives. Together, they showed the strength of solidarity and communication through the tough times, both in private and public. The uproar also served as a revelation of the bigger issue regarding how celebrity marriages are scrutinized and criticized by the masses. The degree of public scrutiny on celebrity couples serves to show the difficulties that they have to face with being their real selves to the public. The Currys' reaction to the scandal reminded everyone that the greatest marriages are not perfect, and that honesty and a sense of humor make a good marriage. The fact that they were able to weather the scandal and remain together as a couple and as a family was a testament to how amazingly strong their relationship was. Most notably, in the wake of the scandal, the reaction that gained public attention was a reaction from one of the least likely sources imaginable. Their daughter Riley Curry, in an unstructured interview, responded with grace and loveliness that stunned everyone into silence. When asked about the media's reaction to her parents' union, Riley was not shy about speaking about the love that is present in her family. She described how her parents had cared for each other at all times and how they had taught her and her brothers kindness and compassion. Her testimony was an important reminder of the humanity of her celebrity parents, cutting through the heat of the scandal and laying bare the true love and respect that clung to the Curry clan. Riley's testimony also laid bare the impact of media exposure on children who are caught in the crossfire. She described she was angry and stunned by the name-calling of her mother and how ugly and awful that was, and also spoke of the beautiful and great home she has as a child. Her sincere and candid view hit everyone hard because it showed the injustice of judging a family from some fleeting moments or some isolated incidents. Riley was confident that she could communicate this way and so beautifully, and this was a true testament to her parents' values. These are values they never shied away from inculcating while raising her, always maintaining open communication and emotional intelligence at the top of their parenting values. The public's reaction to Riley's interview was wonderful, and everyone complimented her on how mature and smart she was. Not only were her responses pleasing to her parents, but they were an eye-opener to the critics who had so hastily judged them so severely. With a sneer in her cheek, Riley reminded us that beyond the victory and the adoration, the Currys are no different from every other family, with their own beautiful and also challenging moments. Her statement reframed the drama, recasting it as the love and the courage of the Curry family amidst the background drama from the media. The Currys ever since have been steadfast as individuals and as a family. Ayesha has continued to be involved in maintaining the message of love and accepting oneself despite what the majority may try to tell them. Stephen, however, has been a rock to his family and wife, holding to good values in his own life and calling out to others to do the same. Together they have proved one could ride out the storms of fame with integrity and dignity and keep the family healthy, loving, and whole. The 2017 scandal and its aftermath were eye-openers to the Curry family, a learning experience on resilience, honesty, and transparency when faced with adversity. Riley's roller coaster of emotions during the ordeal is an eye-opener, not only for the family but for the public at large. She reminded the public of honesty and of looking at celebrities as human beings with human feelings. The Currys, in word and deed, have provided a paradigm of reveling in public attention with virtue and integrity of love and family. Theirs is a tale that continues to impress and inspire fans globally, to the point that even in peril, love and being oneself will prevail. What do you think about the young and fiery Riley Curry? Let us know in the comments, and we will see you in the next one.